Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning. At least it's morning here in Albuquerque. But hello, wherever you are, morning, noon, or night. And welcome to my channel. I appreciate all of you so very much. And before I get started, please do me a favor and like and subscribe because it really helps this single mom. Oh, here goes that heater. You see, I didn't take a moment to stop it. And it will come on and make too much noise. So hopefully I caught it in time. But anyway, as I was saying, please like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. You really help out this single mom. And I just would appreciate it. And I appreciate all of you so much for your kindness and your kind comments and you viewing my channel. I thank you all so very much. But let's get to what my title is about, anxiety triggers. Any of you have watched any of my videos, you know that I've suffered from anxiety, chronic anxiety, since having a panic attack in December of 2022. Not an easy thing to live with. I know there are a lot of you out there who also go through anxiety. And this morning I woke up, that's why I'm still in my robe. You've seen me in my robe before. I'm kind of like, I feel like recording, like I've said before. I just want to record when I want to record. Sometimes I'll be done up, sometimes I'm in my robe after just waking up. But yeah, I wanted to talk about the triggers that have triggered my anxiety, and I'm changing. All of you, I'm sure many of you have seen the videos. They're called scary TikTok videos, creepy and cool TikTok videos, paranormal, you know, the haunting stuff. All of those, I got so addicted to those. I mean, I just loved watching those. I could just sit there, I could literally sit on that couch for a few hours and just watch these type of videos because they were just so interesting. Well, I noticed a few days ago my anxiety level was pretty neutral, and I started watching a scary TikTok video, and I also noticed my anxiety level rising. Yeah, it started to rise, and I thought, ooh, because those of you that suffer from it, you know what I'm talking about. You can feel when that anxiety is coming up, or if you feel like you're going to have a panic attack type of feeling, you know what I'm talking about. And I could feel it rising, and I thought to myself, okay, I'm noticing my anxiety rising as I'm watching this. And so I thought, this isn't good. So I immediately switched from that type of video to a more lighthearted, cheerful video. I actually felt my anxiety start to go down after a few minutes. So I thought to myself, okay, my brain has had enough of anything that creates any kind of ooh feeling. You know what I'm talking about? I think you all know. That feeling of, ooh, what's going to happen next, or oh my gosh, that's so weird, or oh my goodness, that's awful, that's terrible, how sad, all those emotions. Well, after doing research, I realized that the brain, whatever you're watching, the brain doesn't know that you're not actually going through it yourself. It sees what it sees, your brain sees, you know, what you're looking at, obviously. And it responds in the same way as if you were actually going through it. So if you're watching something scary, you know how they say the edge of the seat movie or that type of thing. Well, that's because your brain makes your body think it's actually going through it when it's not. And so that creates anxiety and tension. So what I'm going to do to make sure I get a little control of this, I'm going to go through 1 full week, and I mean 7 days. I am not going to watch anything but lighthearted and happy things on YouTube. because I never watch local TV anymore. I stopped that, God, I don't know how long ago, you know, 4, 7, 13. I don't watch TV anymore. It's all YouTubes that I watch on my TV. I'm only going to watch lighthearted, funny, or no dramas either. No emotional dramas, you know, where, I don't know, you know what I'm talking about, where there's just this drama and you're so emotionally, oh my God, that type of stuff. No. It's all going to be lighthearted, pleasant, and pleasant stuff. You know, there are a lot of people who talk on YouTube. They're just going about their daily lives, and it's pleasant to watch. That's the type of thing I'm going to be watching. Baby, I'm not going to play ball now. Like, for instance, there's these Asian videos I watch. Like, in my case, I watch, they're called Living Alone in Japan. And I love to sit and watch just what they're doing through their daily life. That's all it is. And they're not talking. They have subtitles, but they're not talking in the majority of them. And I enjoy just watching. It's peaceful. It's calming. The music they play on them is very calming, so I enjoy that. And I don't know why, but I'm very attracted to the Japan, to the Asian ones. Don't know why, but I am. I just find them more peaceful for some reason. But I realize my triggers. The news, I'm not going to look online at any news. None whatsoever. Like I would normally start my day going to Yahoo, MSN, MSNBC, CNN news site online and read, you know, look through. I'm not even going to do that anymore, guys. I am finding that excuse me, that came out of nowhere. I am finding that even looking at the news online, that type of thing is causes me stress, causes me, I mean, you know, the state of the world is not good right now in any way. I mean, between politics, finances, the economy, all the struggles people are going through, I would see that when I'd go to these news sites, right? I would see it, and I thought, no, this is affecting me. So I am literally not going to look at any news, no emotional drama type of movies. They're going to be lighthearted, silly movies, or funny movies. You know, just any kind of a movie that has happiness throughout it with a happy ending. And of course, comedies. I love Medea. Oh, Medea. I love those movies. But guys, if you're suffering from anxiety, stop and think about what you're doing that might be a trigger. We tend to not notice because we get in our routines of everyday life and we don't even think about it. It's like, yeah, I watch this or I read that, yeah, whatever. Well, after doing some research, listening to the news, I found, can greatly affect your health. If you're a news hound and you're always listening to news and watching the news, it can greatly affect your mental and physical health. It can bring you down. It can cause you depression. It can cause you anxiety. It can cause you panic attacks. It can cause a lot of health issues because it is just complete. I mean, think about it. The news is nothing but negativity. How often do you hear good news on the news? Yeah, news are not good. And after researching that and realizing how it can affect our mind and body, this week that I'm not going to watch or read anything negative. I'm going to see what it does to me psychologically and physically, because since I've been suffering with this chronic anxiety, you know, when you're suffering with this, when it's part of your daily life, which it is now, it is part of my daily life, guys. Yesterday, my son's girlfriend came and with their little girl, my little granddaughter, and she spent the whole day with me. And she also suffers from anxiety and panic stuff, and we were talking about it. And she too is finding that, you know, watching that kind of stuff kind of gets her anxiety up there. So yeah, I'm really believing now the extreme extent that all the negative news, all the scary stuff, it keeps our brain in a place that is just not healthy. You're not getting the healthy hormones into your brain by watching the news all the time, by hearing the news all the time, by watching these videos that are scary, paranormal, creepy, you know. It keeps the brain in this state up here where it can't come down. And it can affect your sleep, it can affect your eating, it can affect your mood, it can affect your ability to comprehend and concentrate. It can affect everything. And I kind of believe that's kind of what's happened with me. Because guys, I'm not exaggerating when I tell you, I was so hooked on these scary and weird TikToks, creepy and cool TikToks, paranormal this, paranormal that. I was hooked on it to the point that it was like, my gosh, I would wake up thinking, which one will I watch? Because when you have your subscriptions and you go to YouTube, they'll pop up all the ones that you've been watching. And so I thought, no, I need to start having different ones pop up on my YouTube feed that are not related to that, because it's been affecting me. And I really noticed it the one night when I was watching the creepy and cool TikToks, scary and weird TikToks. I went to bed that night and I could not go to sleep. I could not go to sleep. I think it was like 2 in the morning I finally got tired enough to just lay down and try to go to sleep. And I realized, yeah, I've got this going in my head. I've got all the news I read today on all the different news sites. I've got all the creepy and cool and scary TikToks going through my brain of, and any of you who don't know what those are, it's a channel where people send in weird things that happen in their life, or weird things that they see out there, weird things that they see happen to other people, and they've caught it on their phone or their camera, whatever. They send it to this channel to show. And so you end up watching all this really weird stuff, and a lot of it is scary, a lot of it is highly unusual, to where your brain is like, how can that be? What is that about? How could that have happened? That type of thing. So it keeps your brain in this level of height. It's up here all the time thinking, ooh, 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 oh my gosh, oh my gosh. That's not good, guys. So if you're suffering from anxiety, think about it. Think about what you're doing, what you're listening to, what you're reading, what you're watching, and how it could be affecting you, because it does. The brain simply does not know that you're not actually going through it. It just sees it, and your body responds to it, which makes sense. That's why, like, you can look, I can see my dogs, for instance. I know when they're having a dream, their paws are going. They must be dreaming that they're running, you know, their paws are going. How many of you have woken up from a dream and maybe you found yourself talking out loud or moving, you know, whatever? That's because the brain is seeing this in a dream, however that works. But it's seeing this and makes your body respond. So it's no different to what you're letting your brain see all the time and hear all the time. It's not healthy, guys. It's just not healthy. And see, even today, I got on the computer and went straight to Yahoo, straight to CNN, and I thought, no, stop. Don't look at any of that. Just stop. I had to stop myself, because you actually become addicted to news. You become addicted to this paranormal stuff, to the creepy and cool and scary TikToks and all that. You become addicted to it because it keeps the brain, you know, like, ooh, 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 that's cool. What's next? Oh my gosh, what's next? Oh my gosh, what's next? You know, that type of thing. The brain keeps wanting it. That's why when I go to bed at night, what I watch to put myself to sleep is Grace and Frankie, or these Asian videos that I talked about where they're just going about their day. And I watch Grace and Frankie because I've been watching repeats for years because my brain already knows what's going to happen, so it's not excited to see what the next scene is going to be. It knows, and it just kind of lulls me to sleep. I turn the TV off and I'm gone. And now that I've started with these Asian videos too, it's doing the same thing. I'm just watching them go about their day in Japan, or some of them are in South Korea, that type of thing. And they're just relaxing. I just sit and watch them like, oh well, they're cleaning their house, they're vacuuming, they're making a meal, or they're just shopping. You know, it's just very calm type of things. It lulls me to sleep. So no more for me, guys. I'm going to do this one solid week and see how it affects me. And I believe, it's not going to be just a week. I'm going to continue this, guys. I'm going to start, I'm going to want to watch them once in a while because those TikToks are really cool. They show you things that are unbelievable. It's like, wow, how did that happen? Oh my gosh, you know, that type of thing. If you hear a clicking in the noise in the background, guys, it's my dog Lily. She has a toy that she bites on and it goes click, 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 click. So I'm sorry. I just don't feel like fighting her right now. But yeah, guys, find the triggers. Stop and think about what let's say you have an anxiety attack or a panic attack. Stop and think about what you were doing before. And I know with those, it can come out of nowhere. You can be doing something like just vacuuming, or maybe you're doing the dishes, or just driving somewhere, or whatever, and all of a sudden it hits you hard. They can come out of nowhere. But stop and think about the whole picture. What are you doing in your life that could possibly be creating that anxiety, or causing it to go up to a higher level? Or what you were doing before the panic attack. Stop and think about that. Because I know for me now, by watching those type of videos, it was right. I could actually, guys, I'm not exaggerating when I tell you, I could feel my anxiety. I could feel my body tense up. I could feel, you know, your eyebrows, when you're really intent on something and you're like, oh my God, I could feel the tightness right here as I was watching that TikTok video that night, and I thought, oh wait a minute, this is not good. This does not feel healthy or good. And it really bothered me, because when I went to bed that night, my mind was like spinning of all the things I had just watched on TikTok and a haunted thing. My mind was spinning with all that, and I thought, this is not good. We didn't have all this. You have to remember, we didn't have all this years ago. We went through our daily life, 10 o'clock news? You know, it used to be just the 10 o'clock news when I was growing up. It was only the 10 o'clock news. I never watched them. My parents would watch the 10 o'clock news and that was it. There was no news all day long. There was no getting onto your computer or your phone or whatever and watching news all day long of every little thing that happens in every area of the world, in everybody's life, person's life. So-and-so got attacked, so-and-so got killed, so-and-so got whatever. I mean, all kinds of horrible things happening every day, all day around the world. We didn't have access to that. Now we do. You open a page on a news site and it is one bad or upsetting thing after another. Politics, religion, personal people's lives, you know, their personal lives, illnesses, diseases, you know, food poisonings, you know, food recalls. I mean, it's just one thing after another. When you look at the news sites and stuff, it makes you feel like, oh my gosh, why even be alive? You know, this is terrible. News are bad for you guys. If you're a person who watches news all the time and your health is not great, your mental and physical health is not great, stop and think about the stress hormones that you might think are not going through your body, but they are. Watching the bad stuff all the time, or the scary stuff, whatever, it makes your body create the wrong kind of hormones, the stress, fight or flight hormones that you might not realize that you are doing to yourself. And you're thinking, oh, it's just the news, I don't let it upset me. Oh, it is, whether you know it or not. It is absolutely upsetting your day. It's upsetting your mind and your body. Like these little guys, they're not watching all that stuff all day. No. They're going about their life, they're playing with their toys, they're eating, they're sleeping, they're just enjoying their life. Yeah, like this one. I love her so much I could just squeeze her. And not us. We're listening to, watching, and a lot of these podcasts. If you're going to listen to a podcast, listen to one that's lighthearted. Don't listen to one that's talking about the problems of the world, the problems in your life, what have you. That's the other thing. I used to watch videos that I could relate to in terms of when I was going through a lot of loneliness. I still go through loneliness. And I was catching myself, watching a video of somebody talking about their loneliness. Well, I still watch them occasionally because I can relate to it, but I don't watch them every day like I was. Now, like the one I was telling you about called Living Alone in Japan, it's not about loneliness. It's about them going through their day, what they do. And I find it interesting because it's another country, and it's neat to see how they live, how they eat, what they do. I just find it relaxing. And there are those type of videos from all kinds of other countries. It's not just Japan. I've seen some from Sweden, from Russia, from Germany. I mean, they're all over the world that you can watch these type of living in. Like if you were to put in YouTube search living in, and you put whatever country you want, you're going to see videos and you'll figure out which ones are just the calming, relaxing ones, not ones that are talking about the terrible things in their country. Yeah, guys, when I wanted to make this video because I know a lot of you are suffering from anxiety or panic disorders, and you really need to stop and think about what could be setting you up for that main panic attack. But like I said, I know they can come out of nowhere. You're just living your life, and bam, they hit you, and you're freaking out about why. That's what happened to me just a couple days ago. I was very high anxiety level, and I didn't know why. I was like, gosh, why? It came like in waves, like my son's girlfriend says, it'll hit her in waves, and then it goes away, and then it hits and goes away. There's not going to be an answer for everybody as to why. But in my case, I am thinking, I've been watching a lot of videos that raise that tension level, that raise that anxiety level in my mind and body. And oddly enough, I'm finding it hard to not go to those scary and creepy TikTok videos and that paranormal stuff, because I was actually psychologically addicted to them. And so I am finding a little bit of a struggle, but I'm going to push through for one full week. Today is what, Thursday? So from today till next Thursday or Friday, that's it, guys. I am not going to allow any bad stuff into my mind. And I'm even going to tell my kids, don't tell me about anything bad going on in the world that I can't do anything about. I don't want to hear about it. Now, within the family, of course, if something happens, I want to know. But other than that, nothing. I don't want to hear about any incident that took place in any part of this world unless it's going to affect my life. And that's not likely. So, yeah, if you're a news addict and you're suffering from stress, from worry, from tension, from anxiety, from panic attacks, you might want to take a break from all those news and maybe make it a permanent break in terms of, just maybe checking it once in a while. Just maybe your local, like you check your local news, and even then that's not the greatest. I'm not going to check any. I need to give my brain, my mind, my body a rest from that 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 tension level that goes up, and I feel it go up. I can go to, like, let's say Yahoo or MSN or CNN. I can open that page and bam, you have 1 million things of every little thing going on around the world that is not happy, that is not good, that can be a little scary, that can be upsetting, and that is what the brain just holds on to. I don't want that anymore. I want to go back to the days when I just lived my life daily and occasionally hear news from my kids about something maybe, or maybe take a peek and that's it. I maybe once a week, like once a week, check to see what's going on in the world for the week. Because when you look at the news online, it's a repetition of the bad things, right? You look at it, you see this story, and you go back 2 days, 3 days later, there's the story still. It's just a ton of bad stories that are repeated over and over and over, as well as the new ones. I don't want that in my head anymore, guys. It was affecting me, and I need to get my brain in a place that feels more positive, more happy, and more joyful. Cooking shows, just all kinds of stuff on YouTube that is cheerful, lighthearted, or just calming. There are lots of videos of people talking about the calmness in their life, what have you. That's what I'm going to do. I just, that's what I'm going to look for. Now, as for my videos, I may be making a video to talk about whatever is disturbing me or bothering me for the day, because I need to vent, and it may help somebody else who needs that. I have needed that in my life, to watch a video that I can relate to in terms of the struggles I'm going through. Yeah, so I don't know what kind of video I'll be making. Whatever it is, it is. And hopefully you will watch, like, and subscribe when you do watch them. But anyway, guys, I hope this maybe helps some of you with anxiety and panic disorders to stop and think about what might be the trigger for you. There's just so much negativity in the world that it's bound to affect us mentally and physically. And like I say, if you're a news addict, that's the worst thing. The research that I did shows it can genuinely affect your mental and your physical well-being, because the hormones your brain is constantly putting out, the chemicals it's putting out from watching the bad news all the time. And you're thinking it's not. You're thinking, I'm just watching the news, it's no big deal. It actually is, guys. It is a big deal. My parents didn't get online, from their time. There was no getting online to read all the terrible things about every single human being on this planet, in somebody's home, in somebody's life, in somebody's anything. It was just the 10 o'clock news. You got the basic of around the world. You got the basic of your city. That was it. There was no stream of news. So watch that, and watch what videos you watch what movies you watch what podcasts you listen to. It can affect your brain, guys, and I believe that's part of why our society now, our society is stressed to the max, So take care, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and here's my Lily to say hi, and Pixie, as usual, over there on the couch. Not a camera girl. So anyway, guys, take care, and I will see you in my next video. So, talk to you later. Oh, you're going to go get your ball? Okay, yeah, now she's going to go. See you later, guys. And thank you for being here and watching my videos. Thank you.